everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to part 3 of Let's Play The Sims 4 Get to Work. Currently, Kevin's just analyzing some evidence, and I'm picking up right where I left off last time. So hopefully we can possibly get in some more clues, and then after that I'm just going to go ahead and issue an all points bulletin because I really want to see if I can make an arrest before he leaves work in a couple hours. And I know I said... looks like it's not going so well. I know I said last time I was going to see if I could have him open up the bakery, but I don't think I'm going to do that because there's not going to be enough time because I'm going to also have to have him bake some goods and such, but perhaps what I can do is tonight when he gets back have him cook some stuff, and I think that case will keep it from spoiling long enough that we can still have it in there and open up the shop after he gets back from work the following day. But let's see if we can add some clues now. And hopefully get a little more information about this, about the perp before we go out and try to, or suspect might be the correct term, or I don't know. I think either works, but anyway, I want to have more to go off of before I go out trying to arrest people. Okay, so they're wearing shorts. It looks like, yeah, it looks like that's about all we've got at this point. So let me just review this really quick. So they have brown hair, they're an adult, wearing a long sleeve shirt, and they're wearing shorts. It would be really helpful to know if they're male or female, so but then again, if I analyze evidence, again, like, we're really not gonna have enough time to go out and try and find someone. So, okay, oh, let's have him try and deduce a new clue. Let's see if we have any luck there. Okay, so we weren't able to deduce anything new, but I'm gonna go for it and issue an APB. Alright, we just got to the Magnolia Blossom Park, and we have very little time left to try and find the suspect. So, okay, so she's not gonna be it because she's wearing a full outfit. They're wearing a dress, so they're not gonna be it. Okay, so we're looking for a long sleeve shirt, shorts, brown hair, and they're an adult. What age are you? Wait, wasn't she a witness at the crime scene? But I believe her hair counts as brown. She's got a long sleeve shirt. She's also got shorts. I guess those would count as shorts, not capris. So we'll ask her about the suspect. Unfortunately, we didn't quite make the arrest, but he actually did a fantastic job, and he got a promotion. So he makes an additional 8 simoleons per hour, and got a bonus of 160 simoleons, some new clothes. I believe it just unlocks the outfit he's currently wearing to use with everyday wear and such. But that's good. I was worried it was going to be a terrible day because he didn't arrest anyone, but that's good to know. And now that they're home, I'm going to have Kevin work on baking some goods to sell in the bakery the following day, since I will be opening it back up in the next part. So the next part will pretty much mainly focus on running the store, whereas this part and the last one have been mainly focusing on the detective career. So I'll have him go ahead and bake some oatmeal cookies, and as far as the kids go, I wanted to have Kim and Lee invite over all the teens that they know to get to know them a little better, because I do want these guys to make some friends, since they currently don't have any other than each other, so we'll just invite some to hang out at the current lot. So I believe Carl is a teen, so is Kale, and I believe, oh, this Reed guy is too, I'm pretty sure. So we'll invite those 3 over, and then we can get Lee to invite over the ones he knows that she doesn't, since I think he knows some teens that she doesn't know. Okay, yeah, so he knows this Sullivan guy, and she doesn't know him. So I'll have him invite him over. Okay, what does this say? Oh, Carla's busy. Alright, so unfortunately Carl is not going to come over, but we'll see if we can get, what's his face, Sullivan over here as well. Alright, so we'll just do that. And hopefully he can make it. Oh, unfortunately he's busy. So I think a couple of them, okay, so it looks like Kale could come, so we'll just have him go down here and introduce himself to him. We can also have Kim introduce herself as well. Oh, okay, right, she's already acquainted with him, and then we have Reed over here as well. Oh no, he's a young adult. Why did I... Huh, that's weird. He only has 2 traits, but he's a young adult. Interesting. Well then, it looks like... Yeah, okay, he's a teen, so he's the only teen that they invited over. That's really... That's really weird that it only shows him as having 2 traits in here. Huh, must be some kind of glitch. Yeah, I suppose we could still have them become friends with Reed, though. But I mainly want to focus on having them get to know Kale, and whenever I say his name, I just get images of Kale in my mind. It makes me kind of hungry. Okay, come on. Come down here, introduce yourself. Oh, what is he making? Oh, he's making some salad. Well, I can have him introduce himself and then continue talking to him while he is cooking. Okay, so now get back up on there and cook. And we'll see if we can get Kale to follow you up there. Okay, to stop talking to him, go make some garden salad. I think he's... Oh, right, I locked the door for visitors. Okay, so we should probably... Yeah, we'll just disable the lock on there so we can actually follow him up. And I'll have to remember to put that back in place before we open up the shop. But let's see if we can... Let's see if we can get both Kale and... Okay, looks like he's coming up here. So we'll get Kim up there as well so she can just continue in on the conversation there. I guess she's... Okay, no, it looks like everyone's following him up there. Alright, so did he... What are you... Okay, good, he's continuing that. So we'll have him continue talking to him. We'll have him brighten his day, and... Oh, what else can we do while he's cooking? Well, I guess at that distance he can't really do a whole lot. And whoops, I forgot to put those on cutaway. He finally finished his serving of garden salad. Looks like all these guys are dancing, so we'll have to have him join in on the dancing once he finishes eating his salad. But for the time being, we can have him talk. But let's see what whims he has here. So he wants to tell a joke, go for a jog, and become flirty. Well, Kale's the only one here that he can flirt with, so we'll have him ask him if he's single just to see what's going on with him, and hopefully get him into a bit of a flirty mood. And I think they would be a pretty cute couple. So, okay, did you ask him if he was single yet? Yeah, ask him if he's single. I don't believe he... Yeah, he didn't ask him yet, so we'll just have him... Okay, there we go, we learned that he's single. And he has a pretty flirtatious sim, so I think it should work pretty well if we try and flirt a little bit. It might be kind of awkward to have him flirt in front of his sister. Because I know it does get a little bit awkward if you flirt with one sim while you're in a conversation with a bunch of others, but we'll just have him go for it anyway. Okay, so it seems to be, I think that went pretty well. Let's go back over here. And let's try it. Let's try it again. Let's have him dance with him. Yeah, I think these two can make a pretty cute couple. And I'll focus on Kim finding someone a little later on. She's not romantic like her brother is, so she's not as concerned with getting into a relationship. But I'm sure eventually she'll find someone, whether or not they're human. I could see her marrying an alien, but okay, we'll get him back. Oh, is he leaving? Okay, come on. I want him to flirt more. Alright, are you gonna flirt with him, or... Oh, I think I told him to do a pickup line. Okay, I think he's still gonna do that. Okay, there's Kale. Okay, I think it's working. Yeah, okay, he's flirty now, so it looks like these two are hitting it off. He's taking a nice selfie of himself. I don't think we're gonna get into a relationship right yet. We might keep this as a fling a little longer, but we'll have him flirt with him. Oh no. No, why didn't that not work? Okay, maybe flirting's a little bit too much at this point. We can just... Shoot, maybe we can have him compliment his appearance? Okay, I think that's going well. Okay, so apparently that works, but he doesn't want to flirt. So we'll try complimenting his appearance again, and actually it is getting rather late, so I should probably have these guys head off to bed soon, but we can continue his little flirtationship with Kale a little bit later, but it looks like they did get a little bit of a romantic relationship going, so I'll continue that in the next part or part after that. We'll see what happens, but For the time being, I'm just gonna have these guys go to bed, and once again, I'll pick up when Kevin goes off to work. Kevin's back at work, and it looks like, fortunately, we're picking up right where we left off. I was a little worried it was just gonna start over again, and we would lose what we had done, but I'm gonna have him process a little more evidence, or analyze a little more evidence, just to see if we can get another clue, just because I would like to be a little more certain than we were. And I believe we can still go over here, and so we still got all the stuff up here, so we can still issue an APB and go out. So let's see if he's done with this. Hopefully he's almost done. Okay, so we provide a useful clue. So let's add another clue to this. Let's see if we can get closer to figuring out who the suspect is. I have a hunch it's that Marissa lady, because she really fit what we had so far. Okay, so they're a loner. So if we see her, if we issue an APB and run into her again, I'm definitely going to have him talk to her and get to know her a little bit better to figure out her traits. But I'm going to see if we can do anything else. I just really want to get as much information on the suspect as I can. Because, you know, the last thing we want to do is arrest the wrong person and waste a whole bunch of time. Okay, so, yep, nothing else. I think we can analyze a little bit more evidence, though. So I'll do this again. It looks like Paul is coming over here to talk to him, so we'll have him discuss case theories with her. So we can do a little bit of talking with her while he's analyzing this evidence. Oh, okay, so we weren't able to find anything else. Let's see if we can just analyze a little bit more. So we'll click out of this so we can get some analysis going. I just want to get a couple more clues. But in the meantime, we can have him, we'll have him joke about coworkers, and we probably don't want to ask about salary. That's kind of rude. We'll brag about promotion. I don't want to be a jerk. We can discuss case. You know, we can have him be a little bit of a jerk, and I would have him flirt covertly with someone at some point. Maybe Alice. Maybe, like I said, Alice has a little bit of a thing for him. Or we can have him brag about his promotion. If she comes back, it looks like she's over there talking to Alexa, who's a lab tech. Okay, so we got a useful clue from that bit of evidence. So I'm gonna have him go over here and add that clue, see what we get. Right, we just found out that the suspect is female. Okay, so I'm really thinking it is Marissa. So now I'm gonna go ahead and issue that APB. Alright, we just got out to where the suspect is. Looks like we got someone here doing push-ups. At first I thought that was him doing push-ups, like to get pumped up for catching this criminal, and I bet Marissa's gonna be here. Or maybe it's not her after all. Okay, so not him, not this Talon guy. Not her. Vivian Lewis. She's not wearing a long sleeve shirt. Okay, so let's look around a little more to see who's here. Oh, look who I found! It's Marissa. Was it Marissa really? Yeah, I have a feeling she's it. So we're gonna go and ask her about the suspect. See what she has. Oh no, don't run away. Don't run away. Wonder if she's running away. Oh no, she's running towards us. I was about to say maybe she's running away because she knows we're on to her. Okay, go on. Ask about suspect. Alright, good. He's finally making his way down here. Although she's probably not really gonna tell us a whole lot. Okay, she's just pointing us off in the wrong direction. Or nope, she can't help us. Okay. Okay, let's introduce ourselves. Let's give a friendly introduction. See if we can learn her trait, because it was a loner trait. Let me just double check what we have here. So we do have a good bit of clues. So yep, she's a loner. And she pretty much fits everything. She's trying to trick us, acting like she's a witness. I see right through you. Okay, so let's get to know her and discuss interests. Just have some nice. Okay, so she's self-assured. Are you loner too? Well, let's discuss interests once again. His fun is a little low, so we can have him tell some jokes to get that up. Have him joke about some aliens and tell a funny story. And oh good, he's feeling focused, which will really help him with his job. I haven't been as good as I should have been about getting him to be focused while he's on the job. But okay, what else? Okay, let's do some more. Let's get to know her a little bit better. Alright, I guess we can ask about her career. I might just take a chance and have him arrest her because I really... Because she's book form. Why is it telling us every trait other than... Well, she might... I don't know. I have a feeling that last trait's a loner. But I wish it would just tell us that. But, I mean, she fits everything else to a T. Okay, we just found out that she's a loner, so I'm pretty sure she's our suspect, so I am just gonna go for it and arrest her. I'm like almost 100% sure she's it. Alright, so, oh, you know what, I should get some shots of this. This is his first arrest. It's a pretty big moment for him. Okay, so we're back at the station with little Miss Marissa. Looks like the kids are back from school. So we've got a couple more hours to work on this some more. Okay, so we gotta interrogate the suspect, so I believe... Okay, yeah, so we just do this. We'll have him interrogate Marissa. Marissa? Yeah, it's Marissa. For some reason I was like, wait, is it Melissa? I've been calling her the wrong name this whole time. Okay, so are you... Okay, good. I was like, were you just gonna interrogate her right there? Okay, so he's taking her back to the interrogation room. So this is the first interrogation. This is pretty exciting. I didn't expect to get to this soon. This is what, like the third part? Alright, so we're in here in this little room. I'll get a nice angle like this. We'll close this. Oh, I do need to take care of his mood, but we'll close this just so we can get a better view of what's going on here. Okay, so what can we do with this? Bad cop. So back in the day when him and Lynn used to work together, she always played bad cop because she's a bit hot-headed. She snapped at the suspects really easily, so they always played good cop, bad cop together. He was a good cop, she was a bad cop. Okay, evidence. Okay. I'm gonna pause this. How should we go about this? You know, we'll have him play his usual good cop style of interrogation. What should we do? Oh, there's a donut. Oh man, this is a lot of options. So we have the good cop options, we have all these evidence related options. Group activities. Why would I tell a group story? Yeah, it's trying to get on our good side. And then as far as bad cop goes, we can play crazy cop, intimidate, ignore, glare coldly, describe prison horrors, dangle handcuffs, ask for a bribe, or ask stressful riddles. Okay, tickle, torture, threaten with spiders, and tell a story about prison. I think I'm gonna have him do, like I said, have him do his usual good cop type interrogation. Okay, promise. Let's promise a tasty meal. He can promise her one of the goods from his bakery. Okay, so what is this? I guess this is like the progress on the interrogation. Okay, so we've only got an hour. Okay, so we're getting a little, let's look at this. She's very tense, so we're getting a little further with this. So I'll have him continue with the good cop bit. So let's ask politely for information. Oh no, we've only got 1 hour. I don't really want to extend it again, but hopefully we can get all this interrogation business done in the last hour. Okay, so good. He seems to be getting somewhere with his usual good cop way. Let's offer her a candy bar. And, okay, no, I don't want to go to good cop yet. I'm gonna see if he can do this whole thing his normal way. Tell a personal story. We'll have him do that. We can ask about crime. Okay, she looks like she's getting pissed. Oh, we might have to break out the... Oh no, okay, this is actually working. Okay, let's get some more good cop stuff going. Okay, let's make false promises. Let's do that. Yeah, that seems to be working on her. She's getting quite excited about that. And let's see if we can get an angle where we can see her a little bit better. Okay, she's looking at us pretty hard. Okay, let's make small talk. And then we might have to roll out the bad cop a bit. Oh shoot, we're almost at the end of the day. Okay, you know, we're gonna try one bad cop type thing. Let's play crazy cop.
Promise.
Oh, let's get a look at him when he does this. We'll see what he's gonna do here. Okay, so he's just going ballistic. This is probably shocking. Oh no, I think his workday ended. Yeah. Hopefully the next time he goes into work on Monday, I can pick up where I left off with this interrogation and we can get her to crack. It looks like playing bad cop backfired and had this go down a little bit, I believe, but I'm just gonna go ahead and end this part here. And the next part I'll just pick up right where we left off and I'll have him go home and open up his bakery for the evening. But I'm gonna end this part here, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!